I built this machine about 15 years ago in my more creative days. It was an experiment into perpetual motion and over unity devices. The rotor has two rare earth magnets on the end. These were the first rare earth magnets available from Radio Shack, and they're no longer available. As the rotor turns, it induces current in the red and black pickup coil, which charges the 1000 microfarad capacitor at the bottom. Then that leaks through to a small cap and energizes the coil, which gives the rotor a kick. So for you skeptics out there, there's no hidden batteries in the base. There's no hidden batteries in the base. The plate that the motor sits on is an aluminium stand, and it's there for display purposes. It also raises the motor up and allows balance and leveling of the device. The leveling seems to be very critical. Unfortunately, I think this machine has no commercial value. If you try and hook up a pulley to it to drive a motor to generate electricity, it doesn't have enough power, but it keeps itself going pretty nicely. In the 15 years since I've built this, there's been a lot of changes, and thanks to broadband internet and YouTube, I thought this device would generate a bit of interest. And I think that battery operated watches use a similar principle to this, because I don't believe that a button cell can run a watch for 6 years without some sort of feedback loop to keep the motor running for that length of time. As I say, this device, it hardly more than runs. It has no output. It has no voltage output. So there's the base of it again. I know that if scientists were to look at this device, they would say, oh, we need to see a bigger effect. We need to see a better effect. As Scotty used to say to Captain Kirk, you can't change the laws of physics, but perhaps those laws need to be tweaked and looked at again sometime. Occasionally the bearing surface needs a little drop of Teflon based lubricating oil, and I remember 15 years ago a Teflon type of lubricant was a new thing, and I still think it's fantastic stuff. By the way, the blue capacitor that we're looking at, it is an electrolytic capacitor. It's not a button cell, which looks like a capacitor. It genuinely is a capacitor. And the coil was out of a microwave oven. It was a solenoid coil that had a reed switch inside it, and some microwave ovens of that era used it to switch on and off the current to the magnetron. This device has been sitting in my workshop now for many years, and hasn't been much more than a passing conversation piece. Lots of people have looked at it, and as I say, it's been quite interesting, but thank you, YouTube, for letting me put this on the World Wide Web. I was thinking of putting it on a webcam site, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I must admit I've saw a lot more sillier, stranger things on webcam sites than this device, but perhaps someday I'll do that. Well, thanks for taking the time to look at my over Unity motor. It's not perpetual motion. It won't go forever. Perpetual motion means a device that runs forever, but this device needs maintenance. It won't run forever. And I welcome your comments on this video, and enjoy. Thanks for taking the time to look. All right, you can say it. You can say it.